and gentlemen, here we are, Throwdown Thursday, along with my colleague Tate Griffin. I'm Jake the Machine Davis. We have a huge night of action here, Tate.
Yes, we do. Opening contest, Cisco stepping into the ring with Reggie Collins. They've had a storied feud, and who knows, it might end tonight.
An unbelievable rivalry that spans years between these two men. I can't wait to see these guys go at it one more time.
After that, we'll see ISP in action, so I'm told. Dr. Crane says he has an opponent lined up. We haven't been told who it is yet, but I'm looking forward to see it, if that's okay to say.
And it's been a huge awaiting for ISP to make that return. Everybody in the crowd has been asking, when is he returning? Everybody in the locker room, I think, has been hesitant to find out when he's returning, because ISP, obviously, we know what he brings to the table, but now there's like an added little extra something there because of that hatred for Anthony Athens that we've seen after he put him out.
And in our main event, Jason Raddatz teaming up with KP McGregor to face off against the Elite Pro Tag Team Champions, Malice Dallas.
Dallas and Malice. Dallas is one of those guys that's like a fly you can't swat away. He just keeps landing on you over and over again. You can't quite seem to get him.
Yes.
But these guys, you can't argue with their success. Tag Team Champions now for the last couple of months, and nobody's been able to touch them.
Raddatz stepped in the ring last week, and he was able to defeat Dallas. And then, shortly thereafter, KP stepped in the ring in a huge upset against Shane Malice in the main event and defeated him. And so they're facing, in this tag team match this week, it's a non-title match with the very specific stipulation that if KP and Raddatz are able to win this match, they will get an Elite Pro Tag Team title shot next week on Throwdown Thursday.
And it's a huge, exciting opportunity for those guys because not only did they prove last week they can put both shoulders to the mat, but they also have a lot of momentum going into this match that could potentially go into a tag team title match next week. I'm excited to see where it's at. And here we go. Let's get down to ringside for a huge night of Throwdown Thursday. Along with Tate Griffin, I'm Jake the Machine Davis.
Hello, welcome to Throwdown Thursday. I am Tate Griffin, joined by Jake the Machine Davis.
And we're kicking off with a bang here. Reggie Collins and Cisco, hard lockup to kick things off. Oh, and a beautiful double arm drag there from the lockup. I think using Cisco's momentum there, coming in strong with that lockup, he just used it against him, almost a judo takedown.
Talking to Cisco before the match, he was already irritated. You know, I think that's a good word to use here. He's always irritated a lot by Reggie Collins.
Well, that's not going to make him any happier because Reggie just took him down again with that takedown, and I think Cisco coming in, you know, out of the gate strong with these lockups. I mean, he can feel that pushing into him, but as soon as he just pulled the reins on him and took him down, you can see the frustration on Cisco's face. Now, giving the ref a little business, not that he had anything to do with it, but here we go. Reggie with a slight height advantage. I think Cisco probably maybe a slight strength and weight advantage. So these guys are very evenly matched. Oh, and a big shoulder tackle there. Oh, and he caught him again, and that one was even more impact. Folded Cisco up there. And a third one. And that time it folded him inside out after that elbow. You can tell Cisco got taken out. He's been off balance ever since those takedowns at the beginning, and a thunderous knife-edge chop.
You asking for one more? Oh, my goodness.
Add a little extra something there, too. Took that extra step into it. And Cisco's game plan definitely not coming out of the gate strong here. Nice reversal, though. Oh, followed him with a big clothesline. Reggie with a reversal there. Oh, and another run. Oh!
Dumps him over. Reggie holds on.
Cisco taking a little time now to mock the fans. Big kick there to the stomach. Oh!
Just sat down right in his gut.
Great reversal there by Cisco. He had a lot of momentum going for that corner roll after the I guess, you know, sideways leapfrog there. Look like a knee to the side of the temple there.
Cisco very crafty. It's in these moments, especially if he has a less experienced referee. He's not above biting. He's not above, you know, like biting an ear, biting a forehead.
Absolutely.
Anything you can get away with that the referee might not see.
And speaking of the referees, right in there. From our vantage point, we couldn't see exactly where that. It looked like a chin lock, but big suplex there from Cisco. But the referee getting right in there to find out whether or not it was a choke or a chin lock. Cisco now kind of turned the table a little bit. Oh, but there's a lot of fight left in Reggie here. Big chop from one knee. And Cisco answers.
Forearm and elbow. Nice snapmare.
Oh, and a kick to that lower back. You can see the toe hitting the end. Another chop. Cisco getting a little more aggressive now. I think that frustration from the beginning's kind of bubbling to the surface now, and now he's utilizing that and channeling it into his offense.
He gets a little arrogant there. Goes for a pin with one foot.
Oh, and a pair of big elbows there into that, right into the collarbone, and then dropping these big elbows down. Cisco, that's one thing about Cisco is that he gets so distracted by giving the fans the business, and that showed it right there. Oh, and Reggie with a 2 count there on that crucifix pin. Oh, and a big senton missed. Reggie got out from under him just in time.
Nice standing drop.
Beautiful standing drop kick. Reggie Collins has springs in his legs. It reminds you of Sting from back in like the late 80s. He just jumps and it's hard to tell how high he's going to get. It looks like he's coming out of the rafters. Oh, and speaking of Sting, went for what looked like a stinger splash, but Cisco brings that foot up at the last second, right up under the jaw, like right into the tip of the chin. Oh, and now just ripping in his face. Referee's right there.
CJ Graham checking.
Now you can't hear the Reggie chant. They don't like you.
Though from this vantage point, if that's a nerve pinch or if he's got a hold of the ear, now he's moved on to into a chin lock here, into a side headlock. Reggie, quick. Inverted atomic drop. And another one. Some people would ask why the referee's not admonishing Reggie, because it appears like it could be a low blow, but that's actually compressing the tailbone there, and that's what that move's meant for. The tailbone comes straight down onto the knee, so it's kind of more of a lower back impact.
Nice leg drop there.
Got some great height on that. There's those springs in the legs that we were talking about with Reggie. Another near fall there. Cisco getting the shoulder out. Reggie now taking a little hesitation, taking a little time. Neither of these men are guys you want to just leave laying in the weeds. And as you saw right there, Cisco takes advantage.
Oh my goodness, I don't even know what you would call that.
Sort of looked like he went for a jawbreaker, but kind of laid him out. Laid him flat there. Brought the chin right down onto the shoulder.
Yeah, almost like an inverted stunner.
Yeah, Cisco looks like he's going up top. He's calling for it. He's taking his time. Reggie, though, he looks like he's out of it. I mean, like he just doesn't look like his mind's there right now. He's laying there. There's not a whole lot of movement going on. Cisco again, letting those people have it on his way to the top. Oh, went for that big splash. Reggie's out of the way. Oh, beautiful roll-up. 2, 3, got him. He got him.
He got out of there.
Reggie Collins takes advantage of a miscue there by Cisco.
What a match. I know Cisco's going to be frustrated. Let's take a look at the replay on that. Here you got Cisco coming off the top rope.
A ton of height.
Oh, completely wipes out. At that point, Reggie takes advantage, rolls him over, nice pinning combination, and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Beautiful execution on that finish. Reggie Collins, your winner.
Cisco's still complaining a bit. All right, the bell is rung, and we have an exciting match here. We have Lyon Gray stepping in the ring with Israel Sharif Fakour, ISP making his return after more than 3 months out.
Absolutely a devastating knee injury ISP suffered, and just making his comeback. And Lyon Gray coming out of the gate there strong, but ISP quick to answer with a boot to the stomach. And Lyon Gray's been getting the reps in. He's been working everybody up and down the card, and you can see there a big reversal, firing away. Beautiful arm drag. I'll be curious too. Anytime somebody has an injury and they're out for a matter of months, I mean, it's very easy to build some rust here, and you can see Lyon Gray taking advantage. Maybe it's hard to tell if ISP's even had the opportunity to get back in a ring during that rehab on the knee. And he seems to be moving well, but unfortunately, he's on the defensive right out of the gate.
I'll tell you, he looked perfectly fine in that surveillance footage where he jumped Anthony Athens, putting him out of action for several months. Whoa! Oh my goodness.
ISP catching Lyon Gray. Lyon Gray, not a lot of body weight there. That's one of his downfalls whenever it comes to, his offensive moves. You get a bigger guy, a bigger, stronger guy, and sometimes that body weight's just not enough to do the damage. ISP with a beautiful leaping snapmare there. Kind of remind you like a Kurt Hennig execution there. Oh, and there's a big clothesline. Yeah, ISP has had a lot of explaining to do about that attack on Anthony Athens that sidelined him for an undisclosed amount of time right now. They're talking about he's in full Elite Pro concussion protocol. I mean, having to be looked at, had some other injuries from the attack. I got to believe Dr. Crane had a little something to do with that planning.
Just before the match, obviously, there was a pretty stiff fine levied against ISP for those actions. I'm sure there'll be some other consequences, but in addition to the fine, Dr. Crane was telling everyone that it was easily paid by the cash donations he received after being hurt. The crowd did not enjoy that.
He may have pickpocketed a few fans outside, to be honest with you, to get those funds. Oh, big, thunderous knife edge chop there.
ISP's so methodical.
Stalking his prey here. It's amazing too. It's like he goes in intervals. He's so stoic with the way he moves around, the way he speaks, the way he looks, and then all of a sudden that explosive impact. Oh. And here we go, Dr. Crane once again.
He's so disgusting.
The referee being distracted by ISP. Dr. Crane never misses an opportunity.
Would you buy a car from Crane?
I wouldn't ride in a car with Crane. Yeah, Dr. Crane forever the shady character. And these fans here at Elite Pro, oh my goodness, big knee lift. He had 2 handfuls of hair and just drove the face of Lyon Gray right into his knee.
Now, after Anthony Athens, I don't think we need any more concussions at Elite Pro this week.
Especially at the hands of ISP, that's going to become very interesting conversation when it comes to trying to sign people on the dotted line with him.
Well, and he's claiming he's the now uncrowned Elite Pro Hybrid champion. And there's definitely the situation that currently Anthony Athens is scheduled to be out of action beyond the point where he would have to defend that belt. So his title reign might be in jeopardy.
It's very much up in the air. I don't know with ISP coming back after months of being on the shelf with the knee injury, which Athens did cause. I mean, we can't deny that fact, and I'm assuming that's a little bit of the motivation for ISP and for Dr. Crane for that matter on that attack last week. But it's still it's an extreme measure for an extreme situation, I guess.
Well, and I think the biggest difference there is that Anthony Athens, that was a complete accident. He was not, and I don't believe he was trying to hurt ISP in any way, shape, or form. But it's hard to deny that ISP's attack, along with Andrew Stevens,
it's very methodical, very cerebral actions. And speaking of cerebral actions here, ISP been working this chin lock, but Lyon Gray starting to fire back now. Big forearm to the face. Oh, and ISP answers with a big shot. The guy's going back and forth now. Oh, you can see the impact difference there. Lyon Gray being taken to a knee in every shot.
He just keeps fighting. I mean, the heart of a lion.
Big forearm there. ISP down and back up again and down again. Big cross body block. Lyon Gray, he gets some momentum behind him. He's hard to catch up to. Oh, beautiful cutter.
Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful springboard cutter. And that wasn't just going to the top. That was clearing the top rope, landing on the middle rope on the inside, and then halfway across the ring. And nearly got the 3 count on the return of ISP. Lyon Gray's got him reeling now. Dr. Crane scurrying away. There you go. He could be going up. He could be going for that big senton. It's one of the signature moves here. Here he goes. Oh, ISP rolls out of the way at the last second. Lyon Gray so close to closing it out. Oh, big drop kick there. Almost mafia kick to the side of the face. ISP, oh, coming to the near side and then off with a huge mafia kick right to the face. And that's a 3 count. ISP victorious on the long-awaited return match.
My goodness, what a match. You know, a great showing by Lyon Gray. He did everything he could. Just unfortunately outmatched this week by Israel. Oh, that's disgusting.
ISP making an example here of Lyon Gray. Spoke earlier about the example that he made of Athens, and we'll be curious in the coming weeks to see exactly how things unfold here.
Here's the part that really disgusts me, and that's the fact that he's walking around with the Hybrid Championship. After jumping Anthony Athens, he grabbed the title. He's still got it. Officials need to get that from him.
And here we are, kicking off with a huge tag team main event now. We saw this last week whenever Shane Malice fell to the huge spear of KP McGregor, and Dallas fell to the hands of Jason Radat. So they earned the right to this tag team, non-title tag team match, and for the right to potentially, if they can be victorious, have a shot at the Elite Pro Tag Team Championship.
And these guys, you know, they have all the tools to make it happen. I mean, KP has had a lot of success. I mean, he's fairly inexperienced, but it doesn't keep him from coming out there doing his best. And sometimes he wins, sometimes he loses, but it seems like he's been on a streak here lately. And teaming up with ruthless Jason Radat's former Elite Pro champion, and the sky's the limit for these guys.
Yeah, Jason Radat's one of the few people in Elite Pro's history that's held every championship, including that hybrid title.
Nice suplex there.
Shane Malice kicking things off here. Dallas Riggs is a character to say the least. Shane quickly bringing him into the mix, though. These guys have kind of that combustible element we've spoke of before, where, you know, it just seems like, you know, the protege and the mentor relationship, but you can see a lot of frustration on the face of Shane a lot of times, and a nice suplex there. I mean, you can see that Dallas Riggs is getting more comfortable in his skin. Go for a double suplex now. Got him up. Oh, Jason Radat steps in behind him.
I don't think they realize it.
They thought they just let him dump.
Look at the posing.
They better turn around. They think...
You know, even if he hit the ground, they should be paying attention at this point.
Double front face lock now.
Crowd's going wild.
We got a double suplex. We sure do. Oh, and here we go.
Oh, no.
Big double clothesline. Both men backflip out to the ground. And this crowd's going nuts here at the Elite Pro Arena. That's one way to shoot yourself in the foot. Turn your back on your opponent too long. Next thing you know, you're upside down, flying out to the floor.
Referee Cooper Lark starting the count.
KP McGregor maybe learned from last week with Shane Malice and didn't stay in the ring. He just come right out after him.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
right in the face.
Sharp right hand.
That might have been a disqualification if it had happened inside the ring. Wow, KP's some agility there.
Very light on his feet. Real big. Went for that Irish rip, pulled him right into the boot to the stomach. Now cuts the ring off on him. Jason Radat. Oh, and Dallas Riggs with a back fist and then a kick to the stomach there to KP. Arm wringer here. Oh, is he going for this again?
No.
Last week we saw him go for this old school move. Undertaker-esque, I dare say.
This is the time when Dallas shouldn't be this comfortable.
Dallas, what are you doing?
Anyway, the agility of Dallas Riggs is deceiving. Oh, and now he's talking to Shane from across the ring. KP cuts him right off. Dallas Riggs perched up there on that top rope. Oh, and then
Oh my goodness.
Dallas Riggs dangling. Oh, they weren't letting him escape that easy. And you can see from the look on the face of Dallas, the most uncomfortable situation. Oh, and now Shane's shaking the ropes while he's arguing. Big right hand from Radat, and Shane spills to the ground as Dallas spills into the ring.
Dallas definitely worse for wear. Ah, nice kick to the gut. What we got here?
KP now, nice double underhook suplex. Takes him over. Nearly shot him into the first row. Beautiful butterfly suplex there.
Nice ring awareness there. You see how he slid him away, keep him from putting his foot on the ropes.
And a beautiful job of getting himself in between him and his corner. As Shane gets back up on the apron, licking his wounds from that punch to the face that knocked him off the apron just a moment ago. KP now.
Could always be worse, though. He could have been straddling that rope for 2 minutes.
Exactly. Nice deep arm wringer there from KP McGregor.
These guys are working like a well-oiled team here.
And Jason Raddatz, with his singular experience in pro wrestling, but he has a ton of experience in tag team wrestling. His former partner, Eddie Page, the Wild Cards, had multiple championships all over the region, and now he's moved on. Having KP in his corner is a very accomplished tag team already.
And more recently, Raddatz was the Elite Pro Tag Team Champions with Anthony Athens.
Absolutely. I mean, he goes back to that well, and it's been working for him every time. Raddatz now focused on making sure that he doesn't get another step closer to his own corner, cutting the ring back off with him. There we go. Nice double team move here. Oh, beautifully executed. Raddatz right back in. Oh. And a big clothesline. Talk about ring awareness, utilizing every inch of that ring.
I wonder if it's going to occur to Dallas that everything happening to him now is a result of him going for that old school rope move. I got a feeling we'll see it again at some point in the future. Oh my goodness, what a backbreaker.
Beautifully executed backbreaker. Raddatz also, you can see there, like a lot of people will go and take a hold of a guy, but especially whenever they can try to get to their corner, you got a tag team partner there with his hand extended. Raddatz is a master of having that wrist control on guys all the time. Whether he's picking them up by it, whether he's just cutting it off so they can't reach out for a tag. Oh, beautiful belly to back suplex there with the impact of that clothesline from KP coming off the round. Malice quickly there saw the opening. Right between the eyes. The referee barely even had a chance to see that Malice entered the ring there. He was so quick getting in like a cat, kicked him right in the face, like right in between the eyes and then right back out.
Hats off to Dallas, for being able to take all this. He's the fact that he hasn't been pinned yet or made to submit. I mean, he's definitely got a fire to him. He's definitely got a dedication.
Right now at this point, he's got a bit of a gurgling sound to him. KP now flattened him out. Looked like he had a hook in there for a while, and then as he's working him up into that front face lock. Once again, beautifully execution on the cutting off of the ring here. That's something that you don't see done very well anymore in tag team wrestling, is cutting that ring off. Oh, and Dallas quickly to the eyes. Oh, and Malice walks right into a knife edge. Beautiful drop kick. Almost leg lariat drop kick. Big uppercut there from Raddatz.
I tell you, KP and Raddatz, these guys continue to work like such a well-oiled machine here. Quick tags. They want those titles, and they're going to do everything they can to win the match that gets them the shot at the titles.
Oh! And Malice sidestepping, almost playing a little possum there.
That is a mistake. When you have him, you need to stay on him. To leave him in the corner, walk away, to come back for a move. It's begging for an opening on a guy with the experience of Shane Malice.
Big forearm to the back now. Shane never at a loss for words when it comes to dealing with these fans. You see now putting his tailbone right into the lower back of KP, and now he's like ripping at the face, going for that chin lock. He's got a nice sort of top wrist lock there.
Dallas leading the chance.
Oh, and you can see the contortion there on that elbow. Malice has his foot on the hand, so he can't move that arm. I want to stop, a glancing stop there on the back of the elbow, right on the tricep. That could easily break a wrist. Malice quick to cut that ring back off. Brings him back to his own corner. And gave Dallas the instructions to tag in. Dallas still a little cloudy from the beating that he took earlier, but nice sharp lower back double axe handle there coming off the ropes.
Nice stiff punch there.
It's kind of a hammer fist.
Malice giving him instructions.
Shane explaining to him, "Hey, get me back in here. I'll show you how it's done." Not to say those shots didn't hurt, but Malice didn't feel that it was executed quite as aggressively as he wanted.
Have you ever seen a tag team champion actually start to educate and give a lesson to his partner in the middle of a match?
And that was kind of their initial, connection, is that Dallas came out and said, "I want to be taught by the best." So he has been taking that protege role, and obviously Malice has taken the mentor role, but he's, tough love has kind of been Malice's approach to dealing with Dallas.
And it's hard to argue his methods. They're the tag team champions.
And you can see here, after giving him a little bit of a talking to there and a little bit of lecture on how to do it, he comes in and you can see the aggressiveness. Just, the dial got turned up.
Dallas is a sponge. And there's a lot of things we can say about the man, but he's entertaining.
Again, he's a little close to KP's corner there, but he did get his own body in between KP and Radaz. So he has cut the ring off. He just, in my opinion, he needs to get him a little closer to his own corner. And I believe that may be what Shane's saying. He's saying, get him over here, bring him over. So again, it's kind of an instructional tool here to have Shane Malice on the ring apron for Dallas Riggs, but a nice kick to the stomach here. Going for that DDT.
Oh.
And I think at that point, KP just going for anything that could knock Dallas out from over top of him.
Kind of looked like a code breaker. Didn't get his knees up quite in time, but the damage was still done nonetheless. And now it's about who's going to get that tag first.
If nothing else, it looks like Dallas took a little whiplash effect there. He brought him right back down. You can see Dallas kind of hit his head right into the chest of KP.
Dallas made the tag. Oh, Raditz is in.
Big clothesline. And another one and folded him up. Malice ducks a line. Oh, and eats a big elbow. Oh, big enziguri there. Shane now rocked from that enziguri. Raditz comes off, another big clothesline. Oh, chest first in the corner. Big German suplex. And stumbles right into a big power slam. This could be it.
Unbelievable.
Dallas is down in the corner. Oh! 2.5, 2 3/4, so close.
That was incredible.
Malice had to have kicked out merely on instinct because those two moves back to back like that, Malice is still down. And
Big
Dallas.
shot.
I don't know if Dallas even saw that coming. He's still trying to clean the cobwebs. But you can see Shane's still down. I think it was more of an instinct that he even got that shoulder rolled. Oh, now Malice trying to clear the head, but a few push kick, those educated kicks of Malice. Oh, he went for that. Oh, he went for that spear that he was victorious with last week. Shane had it scouted enough to have him eat an elbow. Oh, and there's an elbow of his own from KP. Oh!
Looks like he caught him right in the gut or chest there.
Talk about timing there with that super kick. Again, those educated feet have saved Malice many a times over the years. Raditz is back in. Oh, he's got him up on the shoulders. With ease, I might add. Dallas coming in. Oh, and Dallas walks right into a kick. Oh, Russian leg sweep, but in the midst of it, Dallas Riggs takes a DDT.
I think Shane just figured Dallas is collateral damage at this point.
We've seen before in the past where Shane's had to kind of clean up maybe a mess that Dallas was creating, but right there, it was like, do I jeopardize my own partner's health for taking out my opponent? And that way he did.
Shane Malice going up. Oh! Raditz moved out of the way and he hit his own partner, Dallas.
He just landed on Dallas with a swanton.
Yep. Well.
Oh, he got speared out of his boots. And he got him. He got him again for the second week in a row.
Oh my goodness.
Shane Malice takes a pin from the big spear from KP McGregor.
And those guys are going to get a tag team title shot next week. Let's check out the replay on that. We have Malice coming off. Raditz moving out of the way just in time. He ends up landing on his partner, Dallas. You can tell at first he seems a bit concerned, but kind of shrugs it off. Well, what are you going to do? And that's when he walks right into what got him last week.
Shane Malice's kryptonite for the second week in a row is the big spear from KP McGregor. And these guys will go on next week for a tag team title shot.
Celebrating together. For Jake the Machine Davis, I'm Tate Griffin. And we will see you next week for Throwdown Thursday.
You won't believe what happens next.